Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to our channel V2V Vision to Victory. For more updates, you can follow our channel in Telegram, Facebook, and Instagram. The links are available in the description. Just go through the links and you can follow us. Now, see, we already done with the 4 different videos. Means this is fourth video. We already done 3 different videos on quantitative aptitude. That is most important. So 2 videos we already discussed simplifications, and 1 video we are discussing number. We already discussed number series question. So today we'll discuss about most important concept along with the questions for syllogisms. You can expect minimum 3, maximum 5 for any banking examination. If you guys are good at a concept, you can easily solve any question related for syllogism. Now we'll go through this question number 1. Now see the information, guys. Here there is a couple of statements. So whatever the statement represented and you just convert it into diagram base, then observe that whether the conclusion follows or not. Now we'll go to question number 1. Some bottles are wines. Just represent your figure. See, whatever that, if I consider one bottle, so some portion which is represented for wine. Guys, here we have a different terms related for some. You just understand that different terms. See, some can be represented 1% to the 99%. See, the term like mostly, the term like at most, the term like actually, generally, especially, a few. Yeah, in this way we have a different terms, but each and every term is represented for some. So don't consider that some be the 50%, guys. It can be the any value of 1 to 99%. Now see, the diagram represented some bottles are wine and some wine are dot. Again, few, whatever that wine which is represented with a dot. And no dot is bottle. Here we can't represent it. No dot is bottle. And only few. Remember, guys, only few is a representation of some plus some not. We have to represent it both the cases. So some portion which is represented, some portion which is not represented. Some see here the represented wine and cashew means, see here we can represent in this way. See, some portion of wine which is represented for cashew and some of the portion, so few percentage which is not represented with a cashew. So try to make your diagram exactly as per the statement. Now see, here the conclusion number 1. And most of the students having a doubt on this, so sum not. How we can solve sum not conclusion? Remember, guys, we are not sure the conclusion is discussing about which part of a sum. Why? Because see, for example, we don't know that whether the conclusion is discussing about these part or these part. See, that's why if any sum not case is given, my suggestion, just verify all is possible or not. Guys, simply see, if all is possible, definitely sum is also possible. If all is not possible, sum is also not possible. Verify in this way. The most important case is a sum not. If any sum not conclusion given, remember, if we can assume entire object, definitely we can assume some object. If you assume, we can't assume all object, so sum is also not possible. So just verify any sum not case with all possible or not. So let me verify in this way. Cashew or wine. See, guys, here there is a cashew. There is a cashew and wine. We already know that we can't represent, means we can't represented all wine into the cashew, but we can represented all cashew into the wine. If you represented all cashew into the wine, definitely we can represented some cashew into the wine. But here the conclusion says there is a no chance. That's why the answer is wrong. Why? Because we can assume all cashew into the wine. In the same way, we can assume some cashew into the wine. But if it is a reverse case, if like the conclusion says in this way, for example, some wine is not cashew. For example, if this conclusion is given, all wine is cashew, it's not possible. We can't assume all wine into the cashew. We can't assume all wine into the cashew. It means some wine is also not cashew, is the exact case. So in this way, you can choose as a correct one. So there is a huge difference. Next, this is the general statement. See, if any conclusions like all come as some. Guys, in your diagram, it represents exactly the conclusion is right. If it is not represented, the conclusion is not at all wrong. Right. See, All wine are cashew, all wine are cashew. See, there is a representation in your diagram. We can see that some wine into the cashew, but the conclusion says all wine are cashew. So this is also wrong one. But here we have to choose. Most of the students, they thought that's a one is wrong, two is wrong. So they choose the option as neither one or two. But you have to verify complementary pair concept. The most important, guys, concept of complementary. See, complementary pairs, remember, if the objects, whatever that, if you have a conclusion, it maintained as a common object. See, they are discussing about cashew and wine. They're discussing about wine and cashew. If the objects are similar, remember, individually, if you verify, both the conclusions are wrong. Now, if both combine together, if it satisfies one of the complementary pair, we have a three complementary pairs. So, first complementary pair is some comma some not. If one conclusion discuss about some, other conclusion is discuss about some not, it is a complementary pair. The same way, some comma no is a one complementary pair, all comma some not. These are the three complementary pairs, and the most important thing, it must be a same kind of objects in a both the conclusions. So let me repeat the entire definition. If objects are similar in any two conclusions, individually each conclusion is wrong. By joining together, if it satisfies one of the complementary pair, the option which is represented for either or. Don't choose the option as neither nor. Answer either or. See, it needs a proper concept. If you know, if you're good at a proper concept, you can solve any question in syllogism, guys. Go with the next one. So try to analyze the concept, then understand the statement and identify proper conclusions. Avish, are you clear now? Sum not concept. See, if any sum not conclusion, you can verify through all case. Now, all is possible. Definitely, some is possible. All is not possible. Some is also not possible. We can't assume in that way. Next, see, all apple or guava. At least some is again represented for some. Some guava or banana. All banana or kiwi. All banana or kiwi. No apple is kiwi. No apple is kiwi. Guys, see, you already know that apple and kiwi we can't represent. So you have to represent negative portion in this way. Now the conclusion. All kiwi being apple is a possibility. The conclusion said that there is a chances. Let me verify whether it is a chances or not. Guys, can I assume all kiwi into the apple? No chances. Why? Because if you see, there is a clear information apple to the kiwi, there is a no such kind of assumption. But the conclusion said that there is a possibility. There is a no chance. Why? Because if you assume, you are violating the statement. So not possible. Again, some not case, see, some guava or not banana. Just verify. All guava can be banana or not. Guys, can I assume all guava into banana? No chances. Why? Because see, we can't place apple into the kiwi. We can't place apple into the kiwi means the statement says we can't assume apple to the banana. If you take all guava, automatic means definitely we can get apple. If apple is there, we can't place with the kiwi. That's why we cannot assume all guava into banana. Guys, all guava cannot be a banana means some guava is also not banana. That's why this is a valid one. Why? Because all is not possible. Definitely some is also not possible. So it is only for some not case. See, if any some not case, you just verify through all is possible or not. Next, some banana is definitely not guava. See, again you just verify reverse way. Can I assume all banana into guava? Yes, of course. Why? Because no apple is a kiwi is our statement. But we can assume, see, we can assume all banana into guava. We can assume all banana into guava means we can assume some banana into also guava. That's why this case is invalid. Why? Because we can assume all bananas. Definitely we can assume some, but the conclusion say that some is no chances. That's why here conclusion 2 is only follows. Question number 3. All all nature are beauty. Only few beauty or wonder. No wonder is world. No wonder is old. Now see, some just verify directly whether it is in the diagram or not. Some nature are old. See, here nature and old, there is a no direct relation in your diagram. So definitely it is an invalid conclusion. Some wonder or nature. So wonder to the nature, no direct relation, it is also invalid. No wonder or nature. Guys, we can assume a relation, guys. We can assume a relation. We can assume a relation between nature and wonder. See, we can assume some wonder or nature. We can assume all nature or wonder. So we can create a relation between nature and wonder. But the conclusion say that there is a no such kind of relation. That's why it is also invalid. But here is there any chances for, just observe that, is there any chance for either or? See here, wonder, nature. Objects are similar. Individually, each conclusion is wrong. We have a complementary pair, some comma no. That's why here the answer is either 2 or 3. You can choose your option is either 2 or 3. Just go through the proper concept. All bulls are nets. No bulls are pipe. No bulls are pipe. No bulls are pipe. All pipe are monkey. Some monkey or cow. Some monkey or cow. Just verify. All nets being monkey is a possibility. See, all nets being monkey is a possibility. See, we can't assume bull into the pipe, but we can assume bull into the monkey. We can assume nets into the monkey. We can assume all nets into the monkey. So we can't violate any statement. So still we have a possibility. We can assume that relation. No bulls are cows. No bulls are cows means, see, we can create a relation between bulls to cows. We can assume some bulls are cow. We can assume all bulls are cow. That's why no bull or cow is a wrong conclusion. Next one. Some cows are not nets. Just assume all cows are nets or not. See, can we assume all cows are nets? Just check it out. See, we can assume all cow into the net. We can assume all cow into the net means we can assume some cow is also net. That's why 3 is also invalid conclusion. So bull cow, net cow. So both are different parameters, different objects. If it is a different objects, there is a no chance for either or. Here the answer is O, A. Just only conclusion one follows. You can choose none of the above. Out of all the things, you have to choose that option. And remember, guys, only is reverse of statement all. Reverse of all statement. Only floor or flat means we just consider that statement as all flat are floor, and the flat is belongs to the floor only. Flat is belongs to the floor only. Some floor or building. Some floor or building. Some building or college. Some building or college. Now, that is the information. No flats or college. Guys, remember, no, here the information, no flat or college. I already mentioned that the flat is belongs to the floor. We can't assume flat into the any other object. It means flat and college, we can't assume any relation. It means no flat or college is absolutely right conclusion. Yes, why? Because we can't assume any relation. All buildings being flat is a possibility. See, we can't assume building into the flat also. We can't assume building into the flat. Still, there is a no possibility. Next one, some floor being college is a possibility. Guys, we can assume some of the floor into the college. We can't assume all floor into the college, but we can assume some floor can be the college. That's why possibility is valid conclusion. So here the answer 1 and 3 conclusion follows. Conclusion 1 and 3 follows. Next one, some year or month, all date or month, all date or month, some week or month, some week or month, no date or days, no date or days. That's the diagram. Now, all month can never be a day. See, can never means there is a no chances. Guys, just verify that. Can I assume all month into the date? See, can I assume all month into the date? Just see, you already know that. See, there is a relation between day and month in given statement. So here there is a chances can never be, no chances, guys. All month can never be a days, but we can assume month all month into the date and already given for all date into the month. That's why it can be. That's why this is invalid conclusion. We can assume, guys. See, we can place the diagram in this way. Same circle. So we are represented month and date in this way. So that's why there is a possibility. All month can be a day, all day can be a month. But the conclusion said that can never be. That's why that is invalid conclusion. Next one. Some year being weak is a possibility. Some year being weak is a possibility. See, conclusion said that there is a relation between year and week. Yes, of course, we can assume all year into the week and all year into the week. We can assume some year into the week. We can assume all week into the year. We can assume some week into the year. There is a possibility. That's why conclusion 2 is valid. Next one. Only wood or iron means iron is belongs to wood only. This is belongs to the wood. Some wood or bronze. Some wood or bronze. No gold is bronze. No gold is bronze. All silver or gold. All silver or gold. Some bronze or aluminum. Some bronze or aluminum. Conclusion. Some aluminum or not silver. Just verify that all aluminum can be a silver or not. Guys, can we assume all aluminum into the silver? No chances. Why? Because if you take entire aluminum, we can get bronze. If bronze is there, we can't place gold. We can't place with the silver. Then we can understand that all aluminum can never be a silver means some aluminum is also not silver. So that is absolutely follows. We can't assume all. So definitely we can't assume some also. Next one again, some not gold and iron. Just verify all gold can be iron or not, guys. So whatever the object, see whatever the object we cannot place with iron. Why? Because iron is belongs to the wood only. That's why we can't place all. We can't place some. So conclusion say that some gold are definitely not iron. Absolutely follows. Next one, some wood not being aluminum is a possibility. Just observe that they are discussing about possibility. Just observe that. See, first of all, some wood not being aluminum, wood and aluminum, just verify. So, can we assume all wood into the aluminum? Guys, see, we can assume a relation. We can assume a relation. All wood can be aluminum. Some wood can be a aluminum. Just verify that. See, some wood not being aluminum is a possibility. Some not plus possibility. Some not plus possibility. Now, conclusion said that there is a chances. Now, see, there is a chances. Why? Because wood and aluminum, there is a no direct relation. So we can say that it is a some not, but still we can verify with all wood can be aluminum. Guys, here if you assume any object into the other object, if you done with any assumption, the conclusion always related to the possibility. That's why all the conclusions are follows. So we can say that some wood not aluminum. Sorry, sorry. Give me a second. We can't assume all wood into the aluminum. Why? Because we can't place iron into the aluminum. I forgot that statement. Why? Because iron is belongs to the wood only. No? Iron is belongs to the wood. So we can't assume wood into the aluminum. That's why some wood not being aluminum is exact information. Any exact information we can't define as a possibility. That's why only conclusion 1 and 2 follows. Again, I just repeated. Just see, we can't assume all wood into the aluminum means we can't assume some wood into the aluminum. So some note is exact information. Any exact information we can't define as possibility. So why we can't assume means iron is belongs to the wood. So if wood we can take, definitely we can get iron. You are violating the statement. That's why only conclusion 1 and 2 follows. Next. F next question. Next one. No bike or vehicle. All bus are bicycle. So we are still not sure about bus and bicycle. At least some bus are vehicle. At least some bus are bicycle. All bus are bicycle. All truck are bicycle. All truck are bicycle. So just go through the conclusion. Some bike or not bus. Just verify some not case. Just check it out. All bike can be a bus or not. Can we assume? Yes, of course. We can assume all bike into the bus. If we assume all bike into the bus, definitely we can assume some bike into the bus. But the conclusion said that some bike are not bus. It is invalid, guys. Next, no truck or vehicle. No truck or vehicle. See, we can see the some relation. How we can conclude it is a no relation. It is also invalid. Next one, all bicycle can be a bike, guys. All bicycle can be a bike is a possibility. Just verify that. See, we can't assume all bicycle into the bike. Why? Because all the bicycle means definitely we can get vehicle. If vehicle is there, we can't place with a bike. So there is a no such kind of possibilities. Here, any chances of complement repair? There is a no chance. So that's why answer none follows. Next, some birds are house, some bird are line, some bird are line. No line is house. No lines are house. Some houses are tiger. Some tiger are line. Some tiger are line. Just draw this figure in this way. And no line is a house. Important diagram. Now see, some tiger are not line. Some tiger are not line. You already know that. See, just observe, guys. This is most important conclusions. How we can verify means. See, some tiger are not line. The conclusion said that some of the tiger is not in line. Just verify whether it is right or wrong. You already know that any sum not quiz, we are verifying in this way. All tiger can be a line. No chances. Why? Because if I'm taking entire tiger, we can get a house. If house is there, we can't place line. That's why all tiger, there is a no chance for line. Definitely some tiger is also not line. It is a valid one. Why? Because we can't assume all tiger. We can't assume all tiger means we can't assume some tiger also. That's why some tiger or not line is valid one. Next, some bird are not tiger. Again, we can't assume all bird into the line. Why? Because there is a relation between bird and house there we can't place with a line. That's why. So some birds are not line. So not tiger. Sorry. Some birds are not tiger. Sorry. I just repeat the conclusion too. Some bird are not tiger. See, can we assume all birds into the tiger? Yes, we can. We can assume, guys. All birds can be a tiger. Some birds can be a tiger. See, here the conclusion says that some bird are not tiger. It is invalid conclusion. Next one. No bird is a tiger. No bird is a tiger. So we can assume a relation. Some birds can be a tiger. All birds can be a tiger. There is a chances. That's why it is also invalid. But here there is a chances. Bird, tiger. Objects are same. There is a complementary pair. Some not, comma, no. So there is a no such kind of complementary pair. We have a three complementary pair. All, comma, some not, no, comma, some, comma, some not. Remember, if it satisfy one of the complementary pair, then only we can choose either or. So in this question, we can choose conclusion one is follows. Don't choose 2 and 3 as a complementary pair. Why? Because we don't have any complementary pairs like no, comma, some not. Yes. Here the last question. Only few dew is a drop. Some of the question is not related to the drop. Only drop is a stone. So stone is belongs to the drop. Some drop is a cement. Some drop is a cement. That is our diagram. Conclusion. No dew is a cement. No dew is a cement. Guys, we can assume cement into the dew. We can assume dew into the cement. So no dew is a cement is invalid conclusion. We can assume a relations. Next, all drop being cement is a possibility. All drop being cement is a possibility. We can't assume that kind of possibility. Why? Because if I'm taking entire cycle, we can get the stone. If stone is belongs to the drop, we can't assume with any other parameter. That's why that is not at all a possible. Now, every guys, remember each, every. So these two terms is a representation of all. Now, all cement being due is a possibility. Guys, see, we can assume all cement into the due. We can assume all cement into the due. There is a possibility. That's why conclusion 3 only follows. These are the 10 different questions. Focus on concept. Just go through all the questions. If you understand those questions, you can solve any question. If you understand those concepts, we can solve any questions in philosophy. So these are the 10 different questions. So this is for you. Just go through this question and post your answer in the comment section. So focus on concept. So most of the students have a confusion on this. So case of sum node. See, any sum node conclusions, we are verifying through all case. If all is possible, remember, if all is possible, definitely sum is also possible. If is all is not possible, sum is also not possible. So the conclusion is discussed about sum node case. Sum is not possible. Okay? So just go through all the questions once. If you have any doubt, you can reach me through Telegram. You can ping me. If you have still a doubt, I will clear your doubt, guys. If you want this PDF, all the PDF and content, whatever the content, all the updates of different examinations, I just update through Telegram only. You just follows our Telegram. You can directly search at the rate of V2V VK. You can find our link. You can join us. Until the next session, take care. Have a nice day. Good night, guys.